So Louise has recently retired and started to play golf with her husband and wanted some help with her short game in particular. So if we look here at Louise's first chip shot that she tried, she's got a reasonably good setup, weighted nicely on her left side, but she had quite a few of the wrong concepts in dealing with how to move the club head and her body in chipping. So what you'll see here is when she takes the club back, that her lower body is pretty still. When she brings the club into impact, her left arm buckles, you'll see her head dips, and so it's easy for her to hit fat shots and not quite get the control around the green. So she, by her own admission, she hates the chipping aspect of the game. So we just went through a little bit of a revamp with her setup, got her to stand a little bit more structured, simpler way to duplicate that movement, and then to find out exactly what the hands should be doing. So she got a much more awareness of how to move the club back and through using her hands correctly to a level where her left arm doesn't buckle. You see her left arm stays pretty straight there. Then when we went a bit further, we said, okay, now let's try and incorporate a little bit of the lower body into that, the knees, feet, knees, and hips. So we did this exercise of going forward and back to try and instigate or to encourage the feet, knees, and hips all to work. And holding the club above the ball forced her then to make sure she was hitting on a downward strike. And you'll see when she goes into impact now, she made nice contact, hitting down, the left arm stays relatively straight, and going through, her body reacted quite nicely. If we look at a comparison with where she started, you can see the difference in the structure, her head staying nice and tall and making better contact. And then finally, we added a club that has some loft, so she did that same exercise now with her sand wedge, and contact got really much better. Where she thought she had some issues with regard to being able to control the club, it really was she just needed the detail that allowed her to understand how to deliver the club to the ball better. And you can see now when she got the strike, her left arm, the club were almost perfectly aligned, and this lovely balance follow through. You know, that's a massive difference from where she was at the start of the lesson. So well done, Louise. That should help you if you can get a bit of practice. And yeah, and hopefully there's a couple of tips in there that'll help some of you who are battling with your chipping. Have a great weekend.